Today, I attempt to survive 100 days in the 1.17 Minecraft release. But there is a slight twist. I have survived over a year in my 1.17 snapshot world, but today, I'm venturing into a modded world, meaning there are lots of new structures, items, and of course, mobs. So if you guys enjoy this video and want to see me attempt to survive 200 days, let me know in the comments down below. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy 100 days in modded 1.17 hardcore Minecraft. Alright, so day one of this brand new journey. I started as usual by collecting some wood, like everybody else, and then decided to check out this strange stone statue which is a part of one of the mod packs. Since it seemed I started on an island, I made my way over to the mainland, and here I was able to grab some stone for stone tools, and I killed a few sheep for wool. I also then realised I had a mod that made it so much easier to chop down trees. And after exploring a little bit more, I spotted a village in the distance, so decided to head over, mainly for some food and just a safe place to sleep off the night. When I woke up, I spotted a shipwreck, so checked that out and got myself some iron, which of course is super helpful at the start of a hardcore world. I moved on and found a ruined portal, which had a lovely golden apple that I decided to steal, and as I left the portal, I spotted a new structure in the distance. This is a jungle pyramid. I have no idea what is inside of there, and it could be something pretty deadly, so I'm definitely not going in there on day 2 with no armor. However, this was right next to a jungle, and I haven't done any hardcore worlds where I live in a jungle yet, so I decided to find a spot and set up the camp. With this place being denser than my head, I had quite a lot of excavating and tree chopping to do. And by day 6, I had a small area leveled out. So now it was time to head into the mines and gather some resources to fuel my house building. Pretty quickly, I came across the newly textured iron, which can now be fortuned, so once I get a fortune pickaxe, I am going to be rich with iron. And after mining for a little while longer, I was able to resurface with enough iron for a full armor set. And once I had this, I started working on my house. I really wanted to go with a wooden barn style, so I got right to work. As expected, it took a few days to complete, and of course it drained me of all of my wood, but by day 10 it was fully complete. And now that I had a house, some armor and a shield to protect myself, I set back off towards the jungle pyramid to check it out. I was not sure what to expect at all. But when I entered, I was greeted with a sign that said, "Get out," which really put me on edge. Get out? Ugh, that's not nice. Oh, hey. Oh, no. Oh my, how many of you are there? You did some damage to me, god damn. After taking a few of these guys down, I continued to explore. I found the spawner room where these creatures were coming from, so I took care of the spawner and checked out the loot. It really was nothing special, so I just took all of that and left before another horde of zombies showed up and invited me to the Shadow Realm. When I returned home, I prepared myself with a bunch of pickaxes and headed back into the mines. I wanted some diamonds for armor, but after finding lots of coal, iron, and only 8 diamonds, I resurfaced on day 15 and cooked up what I had. Whilst I was down there, I did make a diamond pickaxe and gathered some obsidian for an enchantment table. But for that, I need books, which require a sugarcane farm, so I set that up. And as that was growing, I started working on a path to allow me to effectively leave the jungle without much trouble when I needed to, since at the moment I had to tackle the dense forest every single time I wanted to leave. This little task turned out to be not so little after all, and I was working on this bridge for almost 5 days. I didn't realise how deep into the jungle I really was. I had to chop down so many more trees and flatten out so many more small hills. All throughout this build, I had to gather so much wood since this path was so long. But either way, I think the path turned out great. But after a man builds for so long, he needs to get out and explore some stuff. So I set up a quick farm to fuel my journey and then set off into the wild to try and locate some more stuff. Along the way, I killed some cows and then stumbled across this, a Pillager Tower. This is a completely new structure within the mod pack, and it was really cool. A veteran's retirement? Alright. Damn, this place is cool. Is there anything... Hey, okay, let's go upstairs. Oh, hay bales. I will take those, thank you very much. Oh, chests. Ah, apples. Hi, villager. Alright, yeah, this isn't great. There wasn't much loot in here, but I took what I could and moved on with my adventure. Along the way, I found a spruce biome, and since I live quite far from here, I decided to farm up a load of this wood whilst I was here for future use. And as I did this, I spotted another new structure in the distance, a tavern. This place looked really nice, so I went over to check it out. The interior was great. There were some cooking stations, beds, and a chest with some loot. Nothing crazy, but I'll take it. So after spending a few days away from home, I decided to head back, and when I did, I made some books for my enchantment table, which was far from being complete at the moment, but I was able to do a level 14 enchant on my pickaxe, which gave me fortune, so I headed back into the mines and tested this bad boy out. It seemed super efficient on iron, and then the same with the diamond veins that I found, which allowed me to come to the surface with 14 diamonds and a load of iron. As these ores cooked up, I started doing some maintenance around the house, dividing up the main room and excavating more areas around the outside. Oh, and on day 29, I realized how bad my roof really looked, so I decided to quickly make some changes to make it look a bit better, which I think turned out so much better than it looked originally in the end. And then with my leftover spruce wood, I started working on a villager hut. I tried loads of different designs which I didn't like until I found one I did. And after a little bit of building, my villager hut was complete. But I had a problem. I had no villagers, so I set off to try and find a village. Luckily, there was one right at the jungle's edge, but since villagers are super hard to transport, I took the easier option first and decided to lure a few cows home to start breeding. Once these guys were back home and trapped in, it was time to put myself through some pain. I started on a huge tunnel all the way under the jungle and through the mountain all the way to the village. This took way too long, but eventually I was able to transport all of the villagers to their new hut and give them some jobs, all thanks to some bows. And I think I covered up the tunnel quite well. But once again, after a long building and transporting session, it was time for an adventure. So I grabbed some food and then set off into the wilderness once again. After running for a little bit, I spotted a ruin in the distance, so started to approach it. What even is this? Is there any loot here? What's this? Oh, okay. After I dropped in, I realized that this place was a temple, but not of some cool, godlike creature. It was a temple for a rabbit. A killer rabbit that did a load of damage, and it was almost impossible to kill him because he was bouncing all over the place. Hey, just stay still. What are you doing? Stop bouncing everywhere. Oh my, how much damage did you just do? Oh my lord. Oh, he's stuck. So instead, I stole his gold blocks and left this place before I was trapped and killed down here. Alright, give me this gold and get me out of here. I am not dying to a rabbit. So without much hesitation, I got my wood and pillared out of this place. The adventure once again continued, and I stumbled across yet again another structure. This was a villager market. The place you want to go when you need a villager for each profession. They are all here at this market, ready to trade for whatever I need. So I headed over and checked this place out. I saw a load of workstations that I was able to steal, and there was a few chests of loot, but as usual, it was nothing crazy. Yep, I am going to take all of these. Don't mind if I do. Give me that. Yep, stone cutter. Thank you very much. What's up here? Come on. Give me some good loot. Okay, here. Potatoes and apples, really? Oh, no diamonds or anything? Another chest? No! I want diamonds! I do really like this build though, so maybe in the future I can build this back at the jungle. But for now, it was time to start heading back home. When I returned, I used all of the leather from the cows that I had killed on my adventure and turned it into bookshelves to upgrade my enchanting area to maximum level. And I also used some of the resources I gathered along the way to spice up my area to make it so much nicer. These were very small changes, but it made the place look so much more lively. The next day, I started clearing a new part of the jungle. Not only did I need the wood for villager stick trading, but I also wanted more land to expand my area out to, and make the most of. So after a few days of chopping and clearing, I had a huge plot that I could do whatever I wanted with. So I made a path towards it and then started working on my own small jungle temple. This would be the home to my nether portals. I used the jungle pyramid that I had found earlier in this world as some sort of inspiration, but for this build I needed lots of cobblestone, so for this I had to go mining for a long time. I wasn't quite sure what to do, but either way on day 54 the build was complete, and it wasn't great. I can definitely improve it in the future, but for now it works for exactly what I need it for. Oh god, I don't even like it. Why have I just built this? And as mentioned, that thing I needed it for was a Nether Portal Hub. So I dove into the caves again to gather some obsidian, and then headed up to the surface with 41 pieces. This will be more than enough. Once the obsidian was in place, I lit all of the portals and headed through. Somehow, I was lucky enough to spawn right in a nether fortress. But with this place being stacked with blazes, wither skeletons, and many more hostile mobs, I decided to head home and go mining for some diamonds, because I want some diamond armor to better protect me when I go into the nether. And thankfully, along this mining journey, I found a bunch of diamonds, iron, and of course, the trusty gold. And when I resurfaced, I was able to make myself a full set of diamond armor. But before I could enchant this, I needed to do a load of stick trades with villagers to get XP. And once I had done that, I had enough XP to enchant all of my armor pieces. Even though these villagers give very few levels of XP, I was able to return to them every single time they restocked and just keep getting more XP. And then on day 67, I was finally prepared to take on the nether, with the goal of gathering 3 wither skeleton skulls. As usual, this task took a super long time, but I didn't let it discourage me, and I conquered this nether fortress for an insane length of time, gathering all of the skulls I needed along the way. Die, Blaze, die! Yes! Alright, get me out of this trap. I do not need any more blaze rods. Hey, hey! Come on. Drop a skull. Yes! Finally! Oh! It's about time. Alright, come on with the skeleton. Drop me a skull, please. Please. Drop me a... Oh, not again. Maybe you? Can you drop me? Nope. Alright. Oh. Okay. Come on. Come on. Yes! Oh, finally! 3. That's all I need. Now I can go. Get out of my way. I don't need you. Oh. Okay. I guess I'll take a 4th. and on day 78 I was able to exit the Nether with 4 Wither skeleton skulls, one more than I actually needed. But after spending almost 2 real-life hours in the Nether, I wanted to explore the overworld again, so I set off to try and find myself some new structures, or literally just anything that wasn't the Nether. So once again I set off down my long path into the wilderness to see what I could find. And that is when I came across this, a Pillager Factory. This place is a much more advanced Pillager Tower, with so many more defenses and so much more loot inside. So I approached carefully and then checked this thing out. I had only been here for a few seconds and I was already in love with this build, so I headed in and started checking out some of the loot. Alright, there's not many pillagers here for a Pillager Tower. Oh, a chest. Ah, a golden apple. Nice. I'll take that, that's free. Can't complain with that. I'll take a saddle, some bones, alright. Okay, this is the Pillager Tower. Bottle of Enchanting. These are so pointless, man. Hello, spiders. Oh my. Why is there so many of you in here? What's going on? We need some light. I can't see anything. Why can't I place this downwards? There we go. Hi, spiders. Don't mind me. Ooh. This is... Okay. That's like shipwreck kind of loot. I can't... Okay, I'll take it. So after checking this place out, spending the night and stealing all available loot, I left on the morning of day 83 and started heading home for the final stretch of this 100-day journey. When I returned home, it was day 85, giving me 15 days until this video came to an end. So I decided it was time to start ticking off some more things to do in this world, which included taking on a bastion, which I hadn't yet explored. So I headed into the Nether to hunt one down. It didn't take too long before I found one, and I was able to start taking on the brutes within. Hey guys, I am just here for your gold, so please do not kill me, even though you're trying, obviously. Oh, hey brute. Don't mind me, just killing you, just here for your gold. Right. Oh, hey. Oh, no, no, no! Oh my god. Heal up. Oh. Ooh. That was way too close for my liking. Right, you all gotta go. I'm sorry. I know you didn't do anything, but that was too close. Thank you. More gold. I will take this. Yep. Okay, right. Let's try not to get hit down this time. Oh, ow. Oh, he's doing damage. Stay away from me. Stay away. Thank you. Yep, keep your distance. Oh, man, these brutes are doing damage today. Alright, what we got in these chests? Okay, gold. Nice diamond pickaxe. I'll take it. Some more arrows. Alright, yeah. I can't complain with this chest. After clearing this place out, I was pushed away by a brute, and decided to take that as a hint to head home before I was chopped in half by a golden axe. Alright, Blaze, I don't even want to deal with you. Just let me get to my portal, please. When I got back, I started making some more renovations around the land, and added some more crops to make this place seem a little bit more bright and just lively. And once that was done, it was now time to take another thing off the list. The Wither. The battle was upon us, so I gathered the skulls, headed underground, and using the smart technique, I placed the heads and took cover down the tunnel. The Wither exploded and I was down to 1 heart. I had to retreat, heal up, and then take on this boss from a distance. Clearly, I was not as strong as I thought. I used my bow to my full potential, and finally I was able to take this guy down. So I picked up my nether star and then started to head back towards the surface to celebrate my victory. That major boss was down, but now there was still one more remaining, the Ender Dragon. So it was time to start preparing to find the stronghold. And that is exactly what I did on day 91. I used my first Eye of Ender and it sent me the first hint of where the stronghold would be. But I was unfortunate and my first eye broke. So after a little bit of walking, I used another one and the second one broke too. My luck was already awful. But after running for a little while, I came across this, a farmhouse. Hello, is anybody home? Oh, a lonely farm, I guess not. This is another structure that is a part of the mod pack, but as I checked this thing out, it seemed super empty and all I could find was some seeds, so I decided to keep moving. Goodbye, lonely farm. I will be back, because I do want to change you into something really cool, probably. After a little while longer, the eye changed direction, so I knew I was close. I tracked it down a little bit more and then started to mine down. The stronghold was here, and I was now inside. As usual, it took me way too long to find the portal, but when I did, I took care of the silverfishes and the spawner, and then entered all of my eyes to unlock the portal. It was now time to enter the end. I dug to the surface and then started dealing a load of damage to the towers. My aim has gotten so much better since all of my Minecraft butt challenge videos, so this wasn't too much of a challenge. Whoa, hey dude. What are you? I didn't even look at you. Why are you coming after me? What are you doing? Alright, I'm just going to block under. And these guys won't even be able to hit me. So it's fine. Come on. Oh, Ender Dragon. Why are you going to... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Please don't die. Oh, I'm going to have to use the water bucket. This could be big brain. Please work. Oh, okay. Right, I'm safe. Aye, aye, aye. Alright, come on. Direct hit. Boom, look at that. Yes. Oh my, you just destroyed... Oh, she just destroyed that Enderman. Oh my. Alright, come on. Do a bit more damage. Come on, last few hits now. This has got to be it. Here we go. This is it. There we go. Oh, finally. The Ender Dragon was complete. And as you could tell, I was pretty happy. So, as this dragon decayed in front of me, I swooped up all of the spare XP and then decided to spend the rest of today and tomorrow farming up ender pearls, because when I go through that end gateway, I do not want to run out of pearls and accidentally not be able to clutch a pearl if I fall into the void. So after farming these all day, I headed over to the gateway and entered. It was time to enter the second phase of the end. I was very close to the void when I spawned in, but I spent the whole of day 94 searching around and couldn't find a single end city. So I continued to explore, and then finally I found one on day 95. Oh, finally. It's about time. Okay, please tell me that is not all that it is, because that looks tiny. As I got to the door, I was greeted as usual by some shulkers, so I took care of those and then entered the end city. From afar, this place looked like nothing. And it wasn't anything. As I went up, there was 2 chests in this entire building, but that was it. No boat, no extra parts of the city, just the one pillar. So I pearled off this place and headed back out on a search to find another one. This once again took longer than necessary, but eventually I did find another end city, so I ventured in and tried to find an elytra. Unfortunately, this place didn't have a boat either, so I was unable to get one. However, I was able to kill a bunch of shulkers to get a bunch of shulker shells. And there was actually quite a few chests in here that I was able to grab a little bit of loot from. Okay, boom, and... hey, more diamonds, nice. But with a lack of end boats, I threw a pearl off and set off again to find a new end city. Which on day 97 happened with an end boat. Finally, I had found one. So, I decided to scale this place, taking out as many shulkers as I could along the way, and then made the one pearl that was needed over towards the end boat and made my way over to the elytra. And finally, at last, there it was, the elytra, arguably one of the most important things when it comes to traveling in Minecraft. Hopefully, in 200 days of this series, I will be able to explore the world, finding woodlands, mansions, and so many more cool structures. But for now, I used the shulkers to my advantage to launch me into the air and then soared off into the distance with my brand new elytra back over towards one of the end gateways. And then that was it. I had done everything I came here for. I had the elytra, I defeated the Ender Dragon, it was time to head back home. So with the end complete and only 2 days left on this adventure, with no real time to complete any more big tasks, I wanted to test out a few more things to do with the mods within this world. So I set off with my elytra and my rockets to try and find a horse. Luckily, there was one located just in the plains near my house, so I decided to keep hopping on this guy until he was tame. And when he was, I was able to bring him all the way back home. Now, you may be confused as to why I wanted a horse when I have an elytra. Well, within this mod pack, there is an item called a carriage that you can attach to a horse or a donkey and carry players in. But there is also a storage carriage which you are able to add, which gives you a full double chest transportable with a horse. So in the future parts of this video, I will most definitely be using the storage carriage on this horse to transport my items. But with the fear of my horse running away, I decided to trap him inside of a fenced off area. And thanks to a random name generator on the internet, I decided to call him Rico. It's a very random name, but I actually really like it. And once this was done, that was it. Day 99 had come to an end, and it was time to sleep into day 100. And there we have it, 100 days in modded 1.17 hardcore Minecraft. I had survived it, and I really liked how this world had turned out up to now. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see me survive 200 days in modded 1.17 hardcore Minecraft, please let me know in the comments down below, because I really like this world and I really want to see how far I can go with this and what crazy things I can do in this version. But for now, that is going to come to the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one. Peace.